This is Cast of Wonders, the young adult fiction podcast featuring stories of the fantastic. Welcome. Episode 614. I'm Catherine Inskip, your editor and host. As it's Halloween week, we're doing something a little different. We're taking curtains out trick-or-treating. Our final destination is the local spaceport, where escape pods seem to be refuelling on pumpkin pie and candy corn.
Escape Pod. Episode 965. T-Rex Tex-Mex. Followed by Mother Death Learns a Trick. A Cast of Wonders Halloween crossover.
Hi everyone, welcome to Escape Pod, the weekly science fiction podcast. I'm Alistair, your host this week, and... Oh wait, who's this?
Trick or treat!
Oh hey curtains, how's it going?
Hi Rockets! We've had so much candy! We got a gobstomper off Pseudopod, and then we toasted some marshmallows with the Podcastle Dragon, and we found a whole bag of chocolate mice to share with Cat's Cast. But we couldn't miss you guys out. Do you like our costume? Wait, let me do a twirl. Oh dear. I think I may have hit a few buttons with the extra legs of my space spider costume, and should that panel be flashing like that? I'm sure someone can fix this, or bring a fire extinguisher? Yeah, that sounds like a plan. And I can give you a story to make up for it. This story is T-Rex Tex-Mex by Serena Dorry. As a child, Serena Dorry dreamed of being an astronaut, archaeologist, fashion designer, illustrator, writer. Later in life, after realising this might be an unrealistic goal, Serena went to the Pacific Northwest College of Art, where she earned a degree in illustration. After realising this might also be an unrealistic goal, she went to Portland State University for a Master's in Education to pursue the equally cutthroat career of teaching art in the public school system. After years of dedication to art and writing, most of Serena's dreams have come true. In addition to teaching, she is a writer, artist, fashion designer, belly dancer. She has shown her art internationally, sold art to Shimmer magazine for an interior illustration, and another piece is on the April 2011 cover of Bards and Sages Quarterly. Serena's novel Silent Moon won second place in the Jewel on the Delta contest, hosted by the River City RWA, and second place in the Golden Rose contest, hosted by Rose City Romance Writers. Silent Moon won third place in the Winter Rose contest, hosted by the Yellow Rose RWA, and third place in Ignite the Flame contest, hosted by Central Ohio Fiction Writers. She has sold stories to Daily Science Fiction, Untied Shoelaces of the Mind, Crossed Genres, and Raw. Now, if only Jack Sparrow asks her to marry him, all her dreams will come true. This story is narrated by Tina Connolly. Tina Connolly is the author of the Ironskin and Seriously Wicked series, the collection On the Eyeball Floor, and the Choose Your Own Adventure Glitter Pony Farm. She's been a finalist for the Hugo, Nebula and World Fantasy Awards. She co-hosts Escape Pod, narrates for Beneath Ceaseless Skies and all 4 Escape Artists podcasts, and runs Toasted Cake. Find her at tinaconnolly.com. And now, we've a tale to tell.
T-Rex Tex-Mex by Serena Dorry. Narrated by Tina Connolly. "Whoa! Hold on, partner," the host of the party asked with his fake Texan accent. "What is that costume supposed to be?" Of all the insufferable things, he was wearing a cowboy hat on his green, scaly head. dinosaurs did not wear hats. Other costumed partygoers passed by the buffet table where I'd just placed my bag of candy, between a bowl of offensive kale chips and what smelled like mashed cauliflower. The humans at the Halloween barbecue apparently had no more intention of eating their offerings than I did, as they steered clear of the vegan display. I couldn't cook, which is why I'd brought candy, obviously. "I'm a dinosaur," I told my host. "Rawr." "Nah, that ain't a dinosaur costume. That's a big bird costume, except you got the feathers all wrong. They shouldn't be blue and red, though that's mighty patriotic of you." The man chuckled and patted the distended belly of his costume. "This here is a real dinosaur costume. This is a replica of the T-Rex from Jurassic Park." "You're too small to be a Tyrannosaurus," I said. "Even an evolved dinosaur that left your planet over 70 million years ago, only to come back in a spaceship to find the planet overrun by sentient vermin intent on polluting the ecosystem, would never resemble that. You look like a crocodile walking on 2 legs." I eyed his insipid green costume with the disdain it deserved. "Your primitive science has proven that raptors had feathers, just like the birds descended from them. Like me. I cannot fathom why humans are so ignorant that they must hold on to such outdated beliefs." I waved my clawed hand over my gorgeous plumage. My arms weren't as short as those of my ancestors, another reason why I was better suited for spaceflight than for preparing potluck items I had no intention of eating. The host just chuckled again, like everything I had said was a joke. He drained the last of his adult beverage of choice in its glass bottle and swayed, an expected reaction to the combined effects of alcohol and the sleeping powder I'd dosed him with. Across the party I spotted my captain, chatting with a human woman dressed as a superhero. There wasn't much fabric that would inhibit his meal. I, on the other claw, had chosen my intended dinner based on quantity. I suspected there would be a satisfactory amount of meat under his costume. "Can I get you another drink?" I asked my host, reaching into the cooler under the table. The plastic box full of ice was so archaic compared to what we had on our ship. Our refrigeration systems were efficient, fully automated, and numerous enough to hold several human cities' worth of livestock. Though we did like to taste test our free-range humans first. Today was sample day. My host accepted the drink I handed him. "Well, that's mighty kind of you. Hey, have you tried the chili? I made it myself." "The vegetarian chili?" I shrugged. "Sorry, I'm a dinosaur, and we're strict carnivores. Rawr." He chortled again and slapped me on the back. I laughed along with him. Potlucks were my favorite.
Oh, this was short and sweet and so much fun. I love the little digs at what humanity has done to planet Earth and how we're so attached to biologically incorrect dinosaurs. The idea of being a giant planetary smorgasbord for alien dinosaurs is... yeah, let's not think too hard about that. What a horrible fate for humanity. Luckily, it could never, ever happen, right? Right?
The thing I love about this, aside from everything, is that it so perfectly embodies one of my favourite kinds of science fiction. It's the sort of story that, for me, was first given form by the second episode of The X-Files, as Mulder's informant walks away after the first of several hundred portentous speeches across the course of the show. Mulder says, "They're here, aren't they?" His informant, and for those of you wondering why I'm not mentioning him by name, we have a Cast of Wonders crossover this episode, turns to him and smiles so sadly and says, "Mr. Mulder, Dave been here for a long, long time." Stories like this are Halloween candy for me without the empty calories. That lovely frisson of horror as suddenly the world snaps into focus and you realise you aren't alone in the room. There's a line in the original Men in Black that's very similar. Jay tells Kay that the alien he chased down said the world would end, and Kay, with that terrifying, offhand, polite focus Tommy Lee Jones excels at, replies, "Did he say when?" The world is more rich and beautiful and strange and dangerous than we care to admit and we dare to perceive. What happens when we do perceive it, and how we react, dictates where we land. Go for wonder, ask why they didn't send a poet, or tell a computer you don't know if it'll dream, then that's science fiction. Feel your mind fracture as the world breaker from 10 dimensions up falls into space just to make sure you see it as it kills everything and everyone? Well, that's horror. Realize your kingdom has been infiltrated by demons with an unusual fondness for pottery. Well, that's fantasy. Pass the time at a barbecue thinking about the humans you're going to eat? Well, that, my friends, is Cast of Wonders. And delightful. Thank you so much, everybody. Happy Halloween.
Well, Curtains has a plastic pumpkin full of candy and a head full of stories. I hope you've all enjoyed our Halloween travels. Stay spooky, friends. Join us again soon. We love bringing you the best audio fiction week after week, but we can't do it without your support. Your donations pay our authors, our narrators, our servers and our staff. Please consider supporting us with a monthly donation through either PayPal or Patreon. You can also review us on Apple Podcasts, request us on Spotify, and consider the stories we publish for award consideration. There are lots of ways you can help. Join the discussion on the EA Discord and visit on social media at Cast of Wonders. Come say hello. Cast of Wonders is brought to you by editor Catherine Inskip, assistant editor Alicia Caparaso, associate editors Rebecca Arn, Tanya Adelit, Amy Brennan, Somtoa Haysway, Cup Jacob, Becca Miles, Ray O, Samuel Poots, Pooja Prakabaran, Emma Smales, Denise Sudal, and Rin Yi. Our editorial assistant is Amy Brennan, our community manager is Denise Sudal, and our audio producer is Jeremy Carter. Cast of Wonders is part of the Escape Artists Foundation, a 501c3 non-profit, and this episode is distributed under the Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial No Derivatives 4.0 International License. That means you can download or listen to the episode on any device you like, but you can't change it or sell it. Our theme music is Appeal to Heavens by Alexei Nov, available from Promo DJ or his Facebook page. Thank you for listening.